Hey, what's good, tribe? So I just got a phone call from my sponsor, and he's all, Badger, Victor, Victor, your name and my name was on the card. And I was trying to think of who he was talking about, and then he told me, he goes, anyway, the guy's been found dead. They're trying to contact his family, and your name and my name were on a card with my phone number, his phone number, my sponsor Jimmy's, and they called asking if I knew who he was talking about. It took me a second to realize who they were talking about. So I had done about 4 years with this cat. His name was Sick Vic. If any of you know who he is, Sick Vic from San Fernando Valley. They found him dead, guys. Like I tell you, tribe members, not everyone is promised to be here next week. You know, not everyone's promised to be here tomorrow, man. And took me a second to realize who he was talking about. And it was Sick Vic. He's got nobody that I know of. I'm gonna see. I don't really want him in a potter's field, but I don't want to burn him and not have anywhere to send the ashes either. So, man. Anyway, Sick Vic from San Fernando Valley. If anyone knows who he is, get at me. Listen, guys, here we go. A closed mind. A new idea cannot be grafted onto a closed mind. Open-mindedness leads us to the very insights that have eluded us during our lives. Did he say eludes? Basic text, page 96. We arrived in the program at the lowest point of our lives. We just about run out of ideas. What we needed most when we got here were new ideas, new ways of living, shared from the experience of people who had seen those ideas work. Yet our closed minds prevented us from taking in the very ideas we needed to live. Denial kept us from appreciating just how badly we really needed new ideas and new direction. By admitting our powerlessness and our recognition how truly unmanageable our lives have become, we allow ourselves to see how much we needed what the program has to offer. Self-dependence and self-will can keep us from admitting even that possibility of the existence of a power greater than ourselves. However, we find we admit the sorry state of self-will has gotten us into, we open our eyes and our minds to new possibilities. When others tell us a power that has brought sanity to their lives, we begin to believe that such a power may do the same for us. A tree stripped of its branches will die unless new branches can be grafted into its trunk. In the same way, addiction strips us of whatever direction we had to grow, to grow, or even to survive. We must open our minds and allow new ideas to be grafted into our lives. Just for today, I will ask that my higher power to open my mind to the new idea of recovery. So, you guys, there's all forms of recovery, There's recovery of just being a J-cat, being evil, being angry, being all that, This is what I deal with regularly, in the field that I chose to try and pay back is I deal with death on a regular basis, and I was in Corcoran with this fool for, I don't know, he was there for about 4 years with me. So, Jimmy Parker, if you're out there and you know anything, please get at me and let me know, Also, attention on the yard, attention on the yard. No, I didn't say there's tension on the yard. I said attention. Listen, guys, I need Justin, Bagley, Bagley, Jeremy Chansey, Taylor Graff, Joshua Woods, Cody Shepard, Javier Louisa, Jeremy Chaney, Stephen Exner, and Robert Palatella to get at me and send me your addresses, please, your mailing addresses where you like to receive mail. You guys have been very helpful to the channel, and I appreciate you so very much. A little stressed out right now, Vicks, that's, it's just what I deal with on a regular basis, and the first is coming up, I'm stressed out over, whatever, who cares, you know what I mean, like, it doesn't matter, like, if I start worrying, get back into self, and I'm worried about what tomorrow brings, and I'm not going to make anything happen, all I got to keep doing is the next right indicated thing, and things generally fold out the way they're supposed to. Man, I can't believe that. It was such a trip. I just seen dude last Tuesday, and I gave him Jimmy's name because Jimmy has a sober living, and he would have fit in over there, had he made a phone call. He'd probably be alive today. Ask yourself every day, do I want to live or do I want to die? Do I want to live or do I want to die? And I mean live, not just exist, I can take a joke as well as the next guy, you know what I mean? Like, but when you add the word chomo into a joke, just not funny to me, I gave up 21 years of my life for that word, and I find absolutely positively nothing funny in that, So, those of you that know, I've been putting up with jokes about this goatee and beard for well over a year with you guys, and years before that, so I can take a joke, but some shit just is not funny, and you're crossing certain lines at that point, so, guys, please don't be the next individual that I have to hear about. I'd like to thank Dan Coleman, too, from War Podcast. If you're into recovery and you guys want to hear some solid stories, go to War. It stands for Workout and Recovery. It's three fellows. They're really great guys. I met all three of them. We did a podcast together, and they basically do what I do. They help people off the streets. They got a gym. I guess maybe they let people sleep there during the cold-ass nights of whatever. Maybe they're security for the place while they're gone, whatever, at night. I don't know exactly what their story is, but they're very beneficial. Dan stepped up, and he's like, I'd like to donate this amount of dollars to the bed each month, which was a huge relief. If I could find 2 to 3 more of him, I would not be so stressed out over the bed each month. But right around this time, I start getting stressed, and the 7th tradition, which is usually my Patreon, helps me cover it. I haven't worked that many times for the union this month. It's like calling a radio show and trying to win a day's work. I was better off when I was freelancing plumbing and stuff. But, I'm whining a bit today because yesterday I was in such a rotten mood and nothing would get me out of it. Absolutely, positively nothing. I did every trick I know to trick myself into not being stuck in self-pity and poor me and wah. And that's where I was yesterday, and I could not get out of it for nothing, Fortunately, I didn't wake up that way this morning. I asked God to relieve me of the bondage of self, man, because he assures me I'm welcome to sit in that self-pity as long as I want to. I'm welcome to sit in that depression as long as I want to. It's up to me to get out of here, I felt like being mean to people yesterday. I felt like being cruel to people yesterday. I felt like you got no idea how I felt, and that's the old me that sinks in from time to time. I wasn't beneficial to anybody yesterday, therefore I avoided everybody except for Miss Harriet. Unfortunately, I was an asshole around the house as well, and it's not fair. Some of us come out and we're a little fucked up, and people oh, I could change him and blah, blah, blah. Nobody could change me, man. I have to change myself, you know? And I work on that very hard. And I don't think that the video with the word Chomo in it had anything to do with it, but maybe it did, you know, deep down, I don't know. But people think shit's funny. I gave up 21 years of my life, man. Come on. Shit ain't funny, you know? And I got stuck in some hatred and I wanted to hurt somebody and all the things that I struggle every day not to deal with. I mean, to deal with. I deal with it on a daily basis. I'm like, nope, not today. You know what I mean? Nope, not today. And, you know, I woke up this morning and I asked you to leave to the bondage of self, and I was given that gift. I was taken out of self for a little while this morning, which is what I needed. And it was just long enough for me to realize that I was stuck in self again. So I was headed right back into that, you know what I mean? And those of you that know what I'm talking about, know what I'm talking about. Those of you that don't think I'm speaking Chinese or I'm just retarded. But when I get into self, it's nothing nice. I start praying, Preying. You know, I start not wanting to do anything for anybody. You know, if it... So the bed is empty right now, you know, and I was thinking, man, I could really use the stress of not putting someone in that bed this month. Guess what? It's cold outside, and just because Badger's having a rough time doesn't mean that somebody gets to sleep in the cold, man. If I can get somebody that's willing to work on themselves and get themselves off the damn street, I got to step up to that position. I'm now available to help people that are in Florida as well. I have 3 separate places that I'm dealing with down there. You got no money and you're in Florida and you need a spot to go, get at me, man. You know, like, these guys are doing everything the first couple weeks. There's somebody like me that's doing a bed at each of those places, you know. I wish I could say it's me, but it's not. My bed is here in California. I want to do a female bed, but I just can't right now. No chance right now. Maybe once I do release my story, and you guys think it's so easy to get on here and talk and then have shit thrown in your face and all this and that. It's not that easy, let me assure you. When I'm sitting in this room and all I hear is silence or ambulances or sirens of some sort, and I'm supposed to tell my story, it's a rough gig, man, let me tell you. You know, and then the comments, you know, I gotta deal with that, which my skin is thick enough to deal with that. I can do that. That's all fine and dandy. I just needed to let somebody, I mean everybody, know where I'm coming from today, you know. Not every day is rainbows and roses, I can assure you, you know. Badger has his trials and tribulations as well. So, and if there's anyone out there that would like to step up, you know, like Don, and wants to continue, you know, commit to a monthly and helping me with the bed, respect, man. I would be very grateful to hear from you. Hell, there's 33,000 of us almost, tribe members, you know. If everybody sent $1, you know how many people I could get off the streets? Oh my God, you guys. I could get so many people off the streets, and that's what I would be doing too, believe that. I would open my own sober living, and I would be taking people off the streets as soon as they were ready to transition, and they could transition out of my house into a paying sober living. That's what I would do, you know. And there's nowhere near there yet, you know. I'm barely paying my own bills right now, and I consider the bed part of one of my bills, so it's not even a question. And you know, the only reason I do it is because of the freedom that I get inside here, man. I'm able to go up to somebody, man, you look like you're having a rough day out here. It's pretty cold, huh? Would you like a bed? You know, I'm not gay, bro. I'm not gay either, bud. But would you like a warm shower? You know? Would you like some clothes? Got some clothes over here. Hey, homeboy's gonna help you find a job, man. You know what I mean? Like, where are you at in your step work is the next question. Where are you at? What column in the 4th step? Right? because that's where I found my freedom, was fourth step, man. You know, this channel isn't just about prison. You know, it's about homelessness. It's about struggle, man. It's about where you've been versus where you're headed today. You know, and I like to know where you're headed today before I even consider putting you on the channel. Ask anybody I've interviewed with. First question is, okay, forget where you've been, what you've done, where are you today? You know, because that has to be the payoff to all my heavy hitters out there that are wanting to know that the struggles they're in right now, they're worth pushing through, man. They're worth pushing through, guys. PTSD, all these other things that I can name, sure, I've got all that. I'm sure of it, you know. I just hate a label. You know what I mean? I consider PTSD me being stuck in me. You know what I mean? I have to get right back down to the basics, man. While I'm complaining with this breath, somebody's giving up their last breath. Sick Vic, for prime example, man. I just seen him last Tuesday. I guess they found his body this morning, yesterday morning, and they've been trying to, my card was in his pocket with Jimmy's name on it, so the police called Jimmy and asked who Badger was, whatever, so he called me. But, you know, that's just part of the territory. I gotta learn to deal with that. I've been learning to deal with that, you know what I mean? Like, I get real numb when it comes to death, and when it comes to this, and it comes to that, I'm just real numb to it, you know? All that whining and blaming other people for your problems, that shit don't fly with me, you know? My problems are of my own making, and getting out of them is my own doing. So, nobody's gonna do shit for me, you know? I apologize for rambling, guys, but like, that was sort of a kick in the gut today after the little bullshit I've been going through. I hate when I start finding myself stuck in myself a little bit more each day. So, and it's not fair to my partner either. That's what it's not, you know? So, I don't know how well things are going to play out for me in the next day or two. I guess I get to sit in this bullshit as long as I like, and I have free will to do that, you know? Getting out of it is not always easy. I too go through depression. I experience a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know, all the shit you go through, or I'm assuming you go through, we all experience it, man. It just happens to be my turn, and I get to choose how long I sit in it. So, with that said, I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm just trying to let you know that I too am human. I'm not a robot of rainbows and roses on here and how grand life is. I'm financially stressed out, you know. I'm relationship stressed out. I'm Badger stressed out, you know. I look at me and wonder if I'm really being the best me I can be each and every day, you know. And in the end, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm just called a good dude, and that's all that matters to me. That's what counts. My kids say, hey, my dad was a good dude, man. You know what I mean? That's what counts. You know, not fucking piece of shit. All the shit that I was told as a child, I ain't trying to have that be spoken about me long after I'm gone. I don't want to hear it. You know? I hope there's nothing but good words said about me in the end. You know, I do the best I can, and that's all I ask of myself, that I do the best that I can each and every day. You guys may ask more of me, but I can only give you what I got. So, with that said, tribe members, thanks for tuning in. Sorry about the wine fest. If you want, I'll shoot you some cheese with this later. And you bring your crackers. So, don't forget, check it out too, man. Big Herc has a transformation. The best transformation pays off $5,000. Okay, so if you're from my channel and you go over there, use the promo code Badger10. Okay, if you're thinking of entering, uh, Badger 10 is the promo code. Man, we got some sick shit coming up for this meet and greet in March. Having some special shirts made up. West Side, Sesame Street. You know, I got some cool shit coming up that I won't be able to sell through YouTube because, you know, copyright, whatever. If you caught what I'm saying, you caught what I'm saying. So, anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that I'm not always happy, joyous, and free, and smiling and feeling grand. I too have my days. So, I'm just like you, tribe members. Just like you. You know what I mean? And grateful that I know how to get out of this. You know what I mean? I don't have to sit in it any longer than I choose to. So, with that said, I will talk to you guys later. Sorry, a little bummed out about Sick Vic. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Love and respect to you guys. You know, some people want it to happen. Some people need it to happen. But this heavy hitter better make it happen. Nothing but love and respect. Shout out to the entire tribe. Alright? Peace out, guys. Oh, I seen this kid today at CVS. He comes up and he's so excited, you know. Oh my God, it's OG Badger. You know, come on, man. That made me feel so good that it started to make me want to focus on getting out of me again. You know, like, all I respect, but I appreciate you, you know, supporting the channel. Also, guys, if you want to hit me up at mailing me letters or whatever, you think you might be a candidate for the show, you're doing something good with your life today, you've had a rough background, hit me up at P.O. Box 572-875, Tarzana, California, 91357, or at badgersheavyhitters@gmail.com, or on Instagram, all lowercase SFB Badger. You know, if you got a story, man, I want to hear it. It doesn't have to do with prison, guys. Trials and tribulations, that's what this channel's about, you know, like getting somewhere in life, man, you know, and so that people speak positive about us in death, you know. Victory till Valhalla, man, you know, that's all I gotta say. Nothing but love and respect once again. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate ya. We'll talk to you soon. Be good to yourselves, man. Be good to yourselves. Don't be like Vic. Don't let me have to hear another tribe member's history, you know? So, and he was a brand new tribe member. He'd just been watching a couple days when he seen me. He was like, I just caught you the other day. Now he's gone. So, peace out, tribe members. Love and respect.